So we start with Naren Bakshi. Naren, as you know, has been an entrepreneur. He started his whole journey at 65, and diabetes was something which was hitting him very adversely. And he's obviously a diabetes health hero along with Mr. Raj Shah, whom you'll hear later, because these are people who have not only reversed their diabetes, but they're assiduously maintaining it. And that's something which is really, really inspiring and empowering. And we're going to hear them. And we'll start today with Naren. So over to you, Naren.
Let me start here. I'm here to tell you about my health story. I could see that I was obese, but it only hit me much deeper when I discovered that I also had diabetes. I knew diabetes is a slow killer, and that really made a difference in terms of my getting focused on doing what I needed to do to move ahead. Is that there are many, many ways you can go and correct the situation, but you must find a way to make it sustainable. Is that it will never happen until you reach a point of saying health is my number one priority. So number one is you must reach a point where you say, for whatever reasons, you want to give health your number one priority before even family and before, of course, making money and your passions, because health is life, health is happiness. The second thing that I learned is if you want to sustain something, you should find some way to also go deeper in yourself and figure out why do you want to work hard to completely reverse the situation like you see in me. So please go think through what is the reason you want to do it, and please don't do something that is yo-yo. Our focus should be to become fit, live healthy and happy life. Weight will come down. Next point I want to make you is that I had difficulty in having proper disciplined sleep. Very, very important part. And I learned, it's like there was no courses, nobody to support me. What I learned was that you cannot control when you go to sleep, but you can control when you wake up. So when you wake up, you've made up your mind, no matter what, I'm going to wake up before 6. After 3 weeks, 2 weeks, 4 weeks, it becomes your habit. So take one thing at a time and go ahead and just do it. 3-4 weeks, you'll become a habit. The next thing that I want to tell you is that if you are willing, if you have the courage to go public with your goal, public with your close friends and family, it helps a lot. It motivates you. Please find some way, as you learn from these techniques that your doctors, Archana and Soham Patel will be sharing, learn to make sure that you figure out some combination of things that really works for you rest of your life. The other point I want to make is, like I proved, it is never too late. Now just look what happened. What was important was look at my chart that you are seeing today. Here is somebody that used to have 235 pounds. Now even today, I just went to my scale, I was still within 150. So that's really what counts. So we talk about two very more important things. Here in the chart, what you see is just think all the parameters change. My waist I could see, all my clothes are gone. I still had to throw them away. BMI, of course, completely changed. And I became non-diabetic. Now, after 12 years, every 3-6 months when I go for a blood test, A1C is hovering around 5.3 to 5.5. Now, that's what means by reversing. I was able to do it. No diabetic medicine anymore. And of course, the only tiny medicine I take is thyroid. Everything else is gone. If you look at my cholesterol, my LDL, my doctors say, you are a heart health hero. Why? Because my pulse rate is even below 40. They were very worried about it. But then what happened? As they check me, they even put a monitor. They said, come on, it is only because you have now become very healthy. and that makes me happy. So with that, I will come back to two more items. Must find a way to measure. You cannot manage until you measure. What do I mean by measure? Look, there is a little ring that I have, wearable. There is a there is a watch I have. There is a weighing machine I have. Every day, every other day, I go and scale. It records. Periodically, I can also check my blood pressure. So what I'm saying is, please make sure that you take 5, 7 of your parameters, along with how many steps you walk, are all gets recorded. Now the good thing is, all of those tools are available at reasonable cost today. Weren't there 10, 12 years ago. So now you have the opportunity in this. And the final thing, become part of a community. When I say community, generally speaking, most of the times, similar people attract each other. So if your friends and family are focused on health, will be easier for you.
So, in spite of being pretty active, my diabetes was gradually getting worse. A1C had reached 7.3 last year, down to 6.4 using metformin. And when I went to my cardiologist for a regular checkup, he told me people with diabetes, the risk of a heart attack is as high as someone who already had one heart attack. That was scary for me. My blood pressure was also increasing. I found myself seeing readings of 170 over 110. I went to my primary care and she added 2 more meds. I was already at 3, so now I was at 5. She said, I can't do anything more. So a cardiologist added 2 more, so now up to 7. And actually blood pressure was going even higher. He sent to me a kidney specialist who did an ultrasound and said, I might have to put a stent in your artery. Turned out that wasn't required. But he said, I have 3 more medications to do trial and error with. My sodium was also very low because of some of the meds. So I was getting very scared that I was heading into a major event like a heart attack or a stroke. Fortunately, with God's grace, ran into my friend Lalit, who was running a program called Make My Health. Although this seminar is about diabetes, he told me that my method will work on all chronic diseases. The results were fantastic. You can see on January 22nd, 2021, I was pretty heavy, 7 blood pressure meds, 3 times minimum diabetes medication. I started on a statin. I have this condition called trigeminal neuralgia, which causes pain in the right jaw, which is often thought of as a TMJ. I took Zyrtec often, and I also took Pepcid often for acid reflux. I still use a CPAP machine. With this program, just in 6 weeks, I was able to get down to 2 meds for my BP. And the numbers were looking pretty good. I'm super thrilled. I think you can also take charge of your health at any age. Join my support group. And the purpose of this group being maintain and improve motivation to continue on the program you are on or join a program like mine. Okay. I already have one group. Members interact and share and learn from each other. Although the group I'm starting will focus on diabetes, but it will help you with all your chronic diseases. We'll meet every 2 weeks on Zoom. The first thing I did was stopped all animal protein. I was already a vegan, vegetarian, but this means I become a vegan. But by the way, you can have a very bad vegan diet. Potato chips are actually totally vegan. But for me, I didn't stop milk. I just replaced cow milk with other forms of milk. Soy milk for chai, coconut yogurt, and no ghee. I give body organs more rest, which was by limiting my eating window to 8 hours. Okay. For me, 8:30 to 4:30 works best. Okay. Also called intermittent fasting. I also reduced all processed foods. Now, foods come in various degrees of processing. Oil is the worst. So I'm at 0 or very little oil. At home, 0. When I go out, I allow little oil. I increase consumption of fruits. And at 1% of body weight, which was recommended, it's equivalent to 5 apples. But I do an apple, a banana, a few strawberries, etc. I've increased consumption of vegetables dramatically. And the only way to do that is to do a lot of green juicing in addition to eating. Benefits are, in addition to what I showed, I'm looking 10 years younger and feeling 15. Energy level is fantastic. Every Saturday, I do a 90-minute hike, and now a 25-mile bike ride. That's it. Thank you.
As we come to the final segment of this course, we sincerely hope that all participants have found this course to be enjoyable and valuable. Our goal has been to provide you with necessary knowledge and skills to make a real difference in preventing and managing diabetes. Thank you for your active participation. CWC wishes you good health and success in your journey ahead.